one day, the Theravada believed that when a person passes away, he is immediately reborn. But in the Mahayana, it's a bit different. Reborn later, after 45 days or what. So actually, what is the device there for this?
Actually, whether a person is reborn immediately or later is not mentioned by the Buddha. But in a few suttas, when somebody passed away, then they came to ask the Buddha. But it was not mentioned after how long. They asked the Buddha, what happened to this person so and so who just passed away? Then the Buddha would say, oh, this person is born in such and such a place, such and such a place. So it appears like a person can be reborn straight away. But whether this is the general case all the time or not, we don't know. But sometimes there are some strange things also. For example, there was one man, one external sect ascetic who was practicing not in accordance with the Dhamma, being an external sect ascetic. But one of the Buddha's disciples had great respect for this external sect ascetic because he was practicing this ascetic practice. I think was behaving like a dog. He walked like a dog. Then when people give him food, he wants people to throw it on the ground. Then he will eat from the ground. He won't accept it like a normal human being. So for years he was practicing like that, behaving like a dog, eating like a dog, sleeping like a dog, and all these things. And then one of the Buddha's disciples, he was a bit foolish. Instead of respecting the Buddha, he had more respect for this external ascetic. So the Buddha wanted to, in a way, teach him a lesson. The Buddha said, after this person, after a certain number of days, he said, this person will die. And then when this person has died, they will throw his body in such and such a place. 3 days after he has died, you go to his corpse. You go and knock on his corpse and ask him where he is reborn. And he will tell you that he is reborn in a certain woeful plane of existence. So this stupid disciple, instead of believing the Buddha, he went to warn this external sect ascetic. He said, the Buddha said, after a certain number of days you will die. So you better be very careful, Don't be careless, so you don't die after so many days. So this external sect ascetic fellow, he tried to be very careful. Still on that day he died. Then 3 days after he died, then the disciple, the Buddha's disciple, he followed the Buddha's instructions, went to look for the corpse. So after the 3 days after the external sect ascetic had died, so this disciple of the Buddha went to that corpse, then knocked 3 times on his body and called his name and asked him where he was reborn. Then this corpse sat up, and then told this disciple that he was born in such and such a woeful plane, and then boom, he went back. So it's a bit strange, but it's one of the funny cases.